If we were to write a comic or make your own anime, what genre would it be? This is like a question that I can answer easily. I've written comics. I've written comics and I've written books and stories, so I can tell you what genre I tend to gravitate towards, but it's probably a harder question for these two to answer.
Actually, I wrote a book and I'm kind of thinking about
What? Yay!
maybe one day turning it into a comic, so
Gonna have to keep it hush hush. Gonna have to wait and see, guys.
Oh man, I don't know.
Right, I'll let you think. I can answer it.
I can't even.
I can answer too.
my genres, I tend to go. I'm either fantasy or horror. Kind of. I do like psychological horror. If I write a story, I tend to write in like first person, like inner monologue kind of things, and I just tend to like. I know I don't like gore and stuff, but I like kind of mythology, so I guess I like mix in kind of the horror elements of like gothic fairy tales and stuff. I have a lot of fairy tale kind of imagery, like Brothers Grimm kind of stuff in my stories, and then I bring in a lot of like mythology in terms of like I love Egyptian mythology and Greek mythology and different like legends and stuff like that, like urban legends too. I bring a lot of that into it, so it tends to be somewhere with fantasy, magic, realism, horror type stuff.
They're the only one who isn't an author. Biggest L you've taken, man. But I'm here for you, man. Biggest L? How's that an L?
I don't know. It just happens that we have a lot of things in common in terms of me and Sarah.
How was that an L for me?
Yeah, I mean, also like I grew up with artsy theater people, so making up stories was just a thing that my family does in general. Like
that's cool.
You know, like it's just one of those things that like is constantly something that I was surrounded by, and like books and movies and TV shows and stories and like all that kind of stuff. So, and I feel like also probably like my love of telling stories and my lack of like good reading and writing ability was something that my parents like they wanted to encourage me to be like go and want to write stories and come up with stuff like that. Like drawing, like painting and stuff was something that I could do, so I could tell stories with pictures even though my writing wasn't that great. So
cool.
it was like a middle ground of me trying to figure out how I could tell stories. So I guess that's part of the reason I liked comics and manga and creating them was just kind of necessity.